Okay, so when I first ordered my stuff from Amazon, they said it was going to be 6 weeks for it to come. And then I was like thinking about it. I saw somebody else complain about how long their parts are going to take to get here. And I was like, well, why does Amazon have 3D printer parts on on the non-essential list? So I called them on Tuesday. I didn't get anywhere. So I hammered their webpage. Talked about how, if they can't get their shit together, we need to end monopolies when this is over. And that got attention. So basically, my printer parts came 2 days later. Hopefully, they didn't just pacify me and they actually are sending everybody else parts. We'll see. However, okay, so the pulleys came from my twotrees adapters. So these are the tensioners, the twotrees tensioners that you can buy at Amazon. And then this is the bracket that I made to make it really work with the 5. And then, of course, there's the bracket that I got here to make it work better. You could still use theirs and just have nothing touching there, but this bracket right here will probably work with the wheels or with my linear system. So the pulley, though, this right here, this is the original pulley, the 2-piece pulley. The middle one is the one I just bought, and the one on the right with the teeth is the one that comes with the 2-tree system. So if you buy the 2-trees, you cannot use the 2-piece system. You have to use their pulley. Or you can buy this pulley. And there's a link to it on the Thingiverse page. It is called a 20-tooth less pulley. So kind of weird. Basically, it's a 20-tooth pulley without any teeth. So, but actually, it's identified as a 20-toothless. Whatever. While not as big as the Creality, I didn't measure it. The ride is so much better. It's riding really good. As far as where the belt's sitting, no interference with that. Before, the pulley was so small, it could hit the very inner part of the 2020. Now you're not really having to worry about that. That works really, really good right there. And same here. It works really good. Now you have to change the screw. The knob that comes, it comes with a knob. And you could still use the knob, but you're going to have to get a flathead screw and screw it from the back side, and you should have enough room in there. It might cut your range down a little bit, but it won't be much because with the hole, it'll actually, head will sink into this plate a little tiny bit too. But you could still have your knob there. Probably. I like, I'll go for the Allen screw. It's fine by me. Where's the knob? There was a knob here. I don't know. So right now, I'm running my new belt. This has been down because the belt's been broken. I wanted to show you guys a trick. So I had to pull the belt all the way through around and through the cage. And the one belt was already there, and the best way to do it was to take a little bit of a bread tie. And there was one amazingly sitting in the kitchen. And just tie it on there real tight and then just feed it on around. So now I got some crimps for this that I can crimp the metal on there. And I got a good set of crimpers, so we could make it probably perfect. However, I saw a nice little plastic set where it loops around and then tucks into plastic. I'm going to try to print some, or I am going to print some. And I believe that's what I'm going to use because they look very solid because they work by actually interlocking the belt into itself around a post, and then it holds it tight. So it's really it's pretty brilliant. So I I think the ride and everything will be okay. So we're going to go ahead and print some of them up. And then we'll get this bad boy running again with its new solid carriage. I still don't have my cork washer. That is actually supposed to be here tomorrow. But I got a little cork washer to go through here. And I'm probably going to, for everybody else, I'm going to have to shorten this up for the cork and have it 2 options, with or without. But for me, since I already have this printed, I'm going to have to probably go over to the grinder. I have a real fine grinder for sharpening. I got 2 different grinders. But the fine one for sharpening, I can cut screws down and the threads are fine, are perfect, because the stone is so fine. It cuts amazingly quick. So that's where we're at. That's a lot of rambling, but we'll get this bad boy up and running again. Later.